Okay, I'm back again. Picked up the tools I needed, and I also brought my telescoping magnet in case I drop anything and have to go fishing for it. So this tool I've had for quite a while, and like a lot of tools, when they're your own and you've paid your money for them, we look after them. And I've had this for quite a while. You teach people to respect tools and not to borrow yours and damage them when you're working in a trade, or sometimes homeowners are going to have somebody borrow a tool and you want to make sure it comes back in good shape. There you go. You look after them. Tools will serve you for a long time. Now, I'm not sure which size. I did bring my 7, 8, and 9 millimeter wrenches. Looks like it's not a 9. Looks like it is an 8. Those aside, to go back in my toolbox after. There we go. So now I'm getting these off. They're kind of in a snug place there, but it'd be faster with a socket, but a socket won't reach. Not enough room unless it took off part of the exhaust system, and well, that's just going to take too much time. So I can do these carefully by hand. Feels like a washer. Must be on the head of the nut, or on the nut. Built-in washer. Hope it's not separate. Yes, there it is. Washer is attached. That's good. Put that aside. Put the other one here. It's kind of nice that it's not a separate washer. Otherwise, it'd be challenging to get those back on without dropping them and having to find them and all that kind of stuff. So get this off. And these aren't going too bad. Good quality fasteners. Typical of some of the European vehicles, I find. They don't rust and corrode and seize up for some reason. That's in my opinion. Not like the North American ones. Some other ones. The second one off. Now, oh, that lifts off. This is one piece all the way around. So, just to get out of the way of the camera, I'll just stand over here. Maybe that wasn't a separate piece, but that's one big piece. That'd probably be kind of pricey, so I'm glad I didn't break that one. As it is, that piece that I got was, I think, $53 American, plus shipping. I had to pay taxes, maybe duty, the exchange. I bought a reflector for the fork on my other bike. It was missing when I bought it. That was about $10 or $12 US. And after shipping and exchange and duty I had to pay, I believe, it ended up costing quite a bit. It was about $190, I think. Yikes. I added up. Gotta make sure I don't break that again. Sometimes people that are riding dirt bikes and that type of thing, these are more rubberized and they're made to be bouncing off the dirt. Then they don't break off. But this one, I'm guessing they're not really expecting that people are going to be doing that with their bike. Is there one missing on there? Maybe that's a different size. Get around under here and have a better look. There is no nut on there. Jeepers. Yes, there is. a little dark under there to see the shadow. Guess I had brought my trouble light over it. I would see it. So our little ratcheting wrench might have worked. Might have been all right. Second bolt on. There. Now, is there another screw? Oh yes. Underneath. There's some more. So we'll turn that over. Get the other Torx bit. Well, that wasn't going to just fall off anytime soon. It's a smaller Torx bit. Let's be the next size down. Corrosion in there. I don't think this is a threaded screw. Kind of feels like it's like a sheet metal screw. Yes, it is. Coarse threads. Goes into the plastic like that. Little socket would have been easier perhaps, but I don't have one that small in a Torx. Oh, I do have T-handle ones. Maybe I should have got those. Okay, so that bracket comes off. I'll set it down there. And here is the broken piece. We have screws, bigger Torx. Let's unscrew the handle. It'd be nice if they had slots so I didn't have to unplug these. Stay in there. I'd be tempted to cut a notch, and then these would just slide out, slide back in. I don't know if it's gonna have to go all the way through. That would be a long cut. No, I'm not gonna do that. Sounded like a good idea, but no. Sometimes you can make modifications that make the job a little easier. Sometimes you don't want to do that. Ooh, there goes a nut. There's a nut on the underside of that. Oh, I see the other one. It didn't fall right out. I'm going to take these screws out of these reflector little turn signal lights there, because if I happen to drop it, it's going to be a bit of a search. Too many little crevices and places something could get lodged, even with the magnet. I don't think I want to do that. I'll just take them out for safekeeping on the sides. So inside, there's a slot in here. There's a nut sits in there. I'll have to be careful taking that one out. And here, this one is on the inside, the other one on the drawer. Okay. Now, the lights. So these lights run in here, and then it's a plug in. Where are they going to be connected? I'm not seeing really a plug-in for those. Maybe is this the plug-in right here? No. That is a plug-in. It's been shrink wrapped. That is for another connector altogether. I don't know if I could take this light bulb off or the cover off. Maybe there's a way to undo those wires. This seems quite odd that it would be wrapped up like that. I'm going to take one off and see. There's a little Phillips screw in here. I'll take that off. I don't know if there's wire terminals that I can just unplug. We'll try it. It would seem that's a very small screw. Got the smaller Phillips screwdriver. That works. I'm puzzled by the connectors not being more accessible, because this is something that is going to get broken relatively easy. This bike is a dual sport bike, so it's meant for on-road and off-road, so people are going to be using it. People are going to be falling over with it, for sure. Let's see. Yes, indeed. So, look at that. Some of that fine Austrian engineering. Instead of having an extra connector. There we go. Now, I need to make sure I know which one is right. The blue wire is for the base, so that's going to be positive. The brown, typical, brown or black, is the ground on the side. So I can disconnect that terminal. This one will disconnect. Now I can pull those out of there. I'm hoping they'll go back in easy enough. I think they're coming out without a lot of trouble. There we go. Now I can take that out there. And that will come out, ready for the next one. Now I'm going to set these right down here. We'll do the same again. This is a little interesting. Actually, probably better that way, because make it easier to change the socket for the bulb if that ever broke or got corroded, which it's not out of the question. Kind of like that. Get that light to come out. There we go. Same thing. Brown is ground. And the red tracer and the blue is positive. Gotta make sure and get them on the right side so the right turn signal comes on when it's meant to. So these wires will be probably self-evidently kept on the right side of the bike. Just make sure this side stays here and that side goes over there. There's my broken piece. I'll be able to toss that. Here's the nice new piece. Look at that. Happy about that. Now I get to see how easy it is to put these wires back through. Now, that went through. Oh yes. The forward hole, you can see there's two holes. The forward one is for the nut and screw. The back one here is for these. That will come through. And get one of these through. Cross your fingers. Oh yeah, look at that. See, and the beauty with these being two different lengths is you can take one out at a time. They're both not fighting in the same space. Straighten that out, hopefully. We'll push back in easy enough. I'm hoping. We'll see if it comes through. Oh yeah. That was easier back in than out. Oh, what was that again? Oh yeah. Brown is ground. So on our terminal bulbs, the side casing is always the ground. The terminals are the positive. I got the brown wire, goes to the side terminal. In this case, brown to ground. Make sure they're pressed all the way on because I don't want these to vibrate loose and come off. Those are going to fit in there. Get these to be curved a little bit out of the way. Those will fit down in place. Look at that. Got the screw in the lens. Good time. Make sure these are clean. Right, they are clean inside. That's good. Put that in there. Lovely. It goes back in here. Got that one back in. Snug that back up. And then I don't want to do it too tight. Don't want to break the plastic. So this is going to go back in there. You can see the slot where that screw is on the bolt. This will go. Now, so I think I'm going to turn that. You can see that. I want to turn. I'm going to hold that square nut back in. Putting that back in the tail light turn signal base. Oh, gotta make sure that's fitting around the proper way. Let's see if I can get that to go in. If I can carefully get that screw to start. Good job. Oh, look at that. It fell. I heard it hit the floor. That's good. You see if I can get that lined up. Try that again. I think in this case, I want to make sure I can see the bolt. Now I can see it lined up in the hole. Maybe I should have done that before. Torque's in. Bolt and nut should be a little better lined up. Yes. That's going in. That's good. Get that turned back into place. You don't have to hold the nut there once it starts. Holds itself in place. I'm just going to gently hold that on there. Now, just to maybe save a little bit of time and size of the video and whatnot, I'm just going to stop this here. I'll go ahead and put this second one on. You've already seen how it fits on the one side. And then we'll look at getting that back tail piece back together.